How do you do composite functions on your calculator? Well, what are you talking about? That's the one where you say, okay, here's my f of x, and here's my g of x, and we're going to add these two things together to get my final result. Or you can have one, let's say, like f of x times g of x, or my personal favorite is f of g of x, okay? Which you know is f of, just put the g of x into the f of x and see what happens, okay? How do you do all of these on your calculator? Well, first things first. Ideally, you want to go out and you want to register each one of these as either a y1 or a y2 in your calculator. Because, of course, your calculator doesn't recognize f of x and g of x. It recognizes it as y1, y2. So look at this first expression. This would be y1 plus y2. So let's put these equations into our calculator as y1, y2, and I'm going to show you how to use a vars function now. So I entered these values into your calculator for you, and remember, we want to do, the first one we want to do is f of x plus g of x, which is basically add y1 to y2. So I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to say add y1 to y2. Instead of typing this out again, I'm going to use the vars function, which if you remember is alpha f4. There's y1, and I'm going to add it to alpha vars y2, which is the second one. Boom. All I had to do is hit 2 or mouse down to 2. And if you graph it, that's what it's going to look like. Well, which is a huge mess again because you can't see it. So I'm going to get rid of this original function and this original function by just mousing over the equal sign and hitting enter and go graph. There it is. There's my composite function. That's how it works. I can do this now with anything. I can go down here and make this times. Watch this. Multiply. Graph it. That's what it's going to look like. Or I can go, okay, I can go f of g of x and just put a bracket around there. And look at that. Put a bracket around there, takes my y1, takes my y2, puts it into my y1. There's f of g of x, and that's what it's going to look like. Pretty cool, right? Composite functions.